Hello and welcome to Character Unlock on Lockdown once again. This time it's episode 92, or week 58 of the coronavirus lockdown. I'm John, hosting a video call this time with my friends because Brooker thought it'd be nice.
It's nothing to do with me.
To decide to see each other.
It's good. Fuck all to do with me.
Okay, fine. To be honest, I wasn't paying attention to the WhatsApp chat. I was trying to do some stuff on GTA. Anyway, right, I'm hosting, John. With me is my good buddy Brooks. How are you?
Hello! I'm good.
And our mutual old friend Lee as well is coming here.
Hello. And I am bold again.
Yep. After your son decided to give you a haircut.
Yeah, it was starting to get a bit of a nightmare, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was nice having long hair. But now I've shaved it again. Since I've shaved it, I've already bumped my head about 3 times. And I'm sure, I'm almost positive that hair is like whiskers. In that it gives you sort of that, you know, you're going to hit your head on something kind of thing. And then without it, I just keep smacking my head on shit all the time.
Well, you know the answer to that, didn't you? It's great hair.
Yeah. Great hair out. Go full Brooker.
I should have kept the Mohican. The Mohican was really funny because it was just like a sparse, bold Mohican.
I have said the very second I start losing any of my hair in any direction, the whole lot goes except for the Mohican. And I will just keep colouring it. Like I'll keep it like 2 inches long and then just keep colouring it over and over again.
No, keep it as long as it is now.
Oh, fuck
no.
no.
Mohawk it. Go full on Seamus Spike.
Thing is, when you go bold on top, you got 2-inch long hair and you're colouring it, you will literally look like you've been attacked by a porcupine. It'd just be one random strands here then there.
Well, yeah, I mean, if I start going bald and I end up with just like 2 or 3 hairs on top, then I'll get rid of the whole lot. But if I just start like receding at the front, I'll just take everything off at the sides.
Yeah, that's generally what happens.
But I don't know, maybe I got lucky. My hairline's alright.
Yeah, you're doing alright, mate.
Yeah, you're doing okay. It's only better than Leah's.
I'm okay with a bald head. Can wear hats. I don't even need to check my hair.
I don't like being bald. I was there. I had it once, and people used to run across the street from me.
You are a huge bloke.
I got a big fuck off scar on the top of my head as well. So the second I shave it all off, I look like a fucking neo-Nazi that's just come out of the wars.
Maybe you just don't notice people running away from you anymore.
The hair gets in the way.
Yeah,
can't see
blocks
it.
your eyes. Yeah,
that's it.
How are we enjoying lockdown then, lads?
I am so fucking bored.
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay.
Good.
I think I've actually hit the limit of the amount of Football Manager you can play.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you just turned the game on? The game's gone, no, fuck you, and turned itself off.
It's like you've completed it, mate. You're done. Right? Just buy the next one.
Or just buy it on another format and start again.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, it's on Game Pass now.
Yeah.
Oh, woohoo!
So now you can get it as well.
I mean,
so
I could.
I'm a gamer, so I'm used to spending a lot of time just in the house. So it didn't make a lot of difference to me. And obviously I was working. I mean, I'm on annual leave this week, but you know, up until now I've been working and it's been busier than ever. So I've not really noticed all that much. I would like to get out more, but I quite like the social distancing thing. It's working for me.
Oh, it should be a thing.
Everywhere's really quiet. But, you know, this week, it's just like, now I've got time at home, it's just DIY, constant. I mean, you know, 7 hours a day DIY and then usual thing at night. So, yeah, it's not really bothering me too much, to be quite honest.
Good.
I miss my family and stuff. And I miss looking after, you know, I miss not having to look after Arthur on a Monday and Thursday and a Friday. You know, because his grandparents used to have him in and we've not seen them. So, I mean, it's difficult to explain to Arthur because he's only 3. You know, he doesn't really understand what's going on. We just kind of keep telling him that the world's being cleaned. But, you know, he wants to see all his friends and he wants to go and do things. And he's not been swimming for months. And, you know, it's just one of those.
Yeah.
I feel it's more difficult for him than it is for me.
Yeah, I think we're kind of in the same boat. I mean, we're really lucky because Nikita's 6. She understands, and obviously you can't when they're 3, but a 6-year-old, we don't bullshit her. We soften it a bit, but we tell her what's going on. She knows why she can't see her friends, and the same why she can't go swimming, why she can't go gymnastics. We've turned it into a game, so we're just this evening as well. They were colouring, or she was colouring the path outside. They're writing "Thank you NHS" and shit all over the floor, and the lad next door who's 5, I think, like they're good mates. So we've got like this little no man's land thing drawn on the floor between their house and ours, so they know not to cross into it. And just kind of turned it into a game, like the 2-meter rule. You fucking know. And she's doing all right, but I don't know. I think she's going a bit stir crazy in the house. But who wouldn't? It's all right for us if we're stuck in the house all day. We got games to play and films to watch. She's got the energy of a fucking ferret. She doesn't want to be sat in the house watching TV. She wants to just run around in circles in the garden, which we let her do quite a bit.
That's why I can't see why John's too bothered about it then, because you think John, being an introvert and a bit of a hermit, you think he'd be absolutely fine with it.
Well, that's the thing, is it was fine if it's my choice. The moment you take the choice away from it, I just want to go out. Or everyone else is inside, so now I can go out and have fun because there's no one else there.
Yeah. I do kind of agree with if you're forced to, it kind of feels like, oh, don't want to do that. But at the same time, it's like work at the moment, because we're running like a shift pattern. So 1 week I'm working at home, 1 week I'm in the office. And work are going, don't forget, take some annual leave. I'm like, no. What am I going to do?
Yeah, we had to. I mean, this week we've been told we needed to take 10 days before the end of May.
Yeah.
And normally I wouldn't, because I'm a single point of contact in the business. There's no one to cover me. Normally I only take holiday when I want it, because I have to do all of the work I've missed when I get back. I can't. There's no one to do any of it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've clocked in a couple of hours this week just to make sure it's not fucking burying load by next week. But I didn't want to take annual leave, but as long as I've got DIY and stuff to do, I'm not too fussed about it, really.
No. Oh yeah, because my boss said to me last week, he was like, "You taking some time?" Well, I've got nothing booked anyway, so I'm not going to take time that I wasn't planning on taking. I've got a week booked in August, still with the hope that Fright Fest happens, which I don't think it will at this point.
I think it's looking sketchy now.
Yeah, but more than anything else, if I'm going to book annual leave, it's going to be when all this is over, and I can just fucking sit in the house and on my Todd just scream into a pillow for a couple of days, all on my own. And the same for the wife. Like I'm desperately hoping. Obviously, the schools ain't going to be open between now and September, but I'm kind of hoping we can get to, I don't know, July, and like the holiday clubs and things will be open. So we can still book Nikita into one of them for a couple of weeks. And it's only a daily thing, we're not fucking her off for 2 weeks at a time. But it'd be nice for Nikita to go spend some time with other kids and some people that aren't her parents, stuck in the same 4 fucking walls of this house that she's been stuck in since March, But it'd be nice for that to happen, and for when I go to work, Maya to have a couple of days on her Todd here, because bless her, when I'm at home, I'm working. I'm not looking after Nikita. She's doing all the work, She's a fucking superhero compared to me. I'm just sat here being a dick on the other end of a computer from work.
I mean, the one thing, I don't seem to be getting more game time. I presumed that once I was at home and not commuting and so on and so forth, but it seems to have just filled that time with other shit.
Yeah.
And it might be the games that I'm currently playing that's not helping. Like playing Assassin's Creed at the minute.
It's a drag, isn't it?
And it's so big and it takes so long. And you spend I spent I think roughly about 5 hours last night all in all. Because I think I bed till just gone midnight. I don't feel like I fucking did anything.
No. But I think my game time is about the same. Maybe I've got a little bit more. But I think a lot of it is because Maya's doing a lot of her work during the day, and she is working as well because she's a teacher, she has to talk to kids because there are kids that are still working. There's this whole fucking thing with GCSEs and A levels and all that being done based on how you've got up to this point. So she's in meetings a lot of the time as well. So I think we get to the evenings. There's a lot of game time with Nikita as well, actually, since I bought the Switch, which I'm quite liking. She's quite liking as well. It's nice to... Nikita's just with me for an hour. Maya can go do whatever she wants. If she wants to read a book, great. If she wants to come join us and do something, cool. But if she just wants to, again, just go upstairs and just scream into the pillow for an hour while we sit here and play fucking Mario, you knock yourself out. And that's been kind of cool. But at the same time, like, we're kind of then just dithering around the house for the last hour before Nikita goes to bed. So, like, the last couple of days, it's been, you know what? Fuck it, I'm going to put Assassin's Creed on. And I dicked around on that for an hour today. I did nothing because it's Assassin's Creed and you can progress fuck all in an hour. But, I dicked around on that for a bit. And yesterday I got, 5 and a bit hours. I finished the game and started Assassin's Creed. I did alright. I think my gaming time has increased a little bit. But a lot of that is with Nikita. So it's not, I've not been,
Yeah.
But
the thing is, I'm surprised John's not managed to go through, like, pretty much every game by now.
Well, you make it seem like because I've got loads of time, I can just then throw it all into various games. Most games these days aren't that short. You can't finish them in a respectable, easy amount of time. But at the same time, I'm only playing PC games during the day because I've graciously allowed my desk in my room to my sister so she can do her actual job because she works from home. So giving her a desk to work from instead of her sitting on a sofa with Surface staring at ITV on the telly, she's got her Surface plugged into my monitor.
Oh God,
and therefore,
staring at ITV, I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
Exactly.
No,
that's the problem. So she's got an actual office chair to sit on, a desk to work from, and a mouse and keyboard instead of using a Surface with the Surface mouse and keyboard that's attached to the thing. Because no one should ever have to work from that kind of stuff.
No.
You do, like, you put Febreze and spray your room before she comes in, though, don't you, right? Because I imagine, like, a single male room smell, not pleasant.
Everyone likes to work in the fog of old balls, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, I am.
You get rid of your boomerang socks before she comes in.
Why did the seaman cross the road?
No.
Because I put the wrong socks on this morning.
Good one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's open window, Febreze, light. I don't know, some kind of candle.
Just UV everywhere. Kill the whole lot.
just and then just like leave and don't go back into it for all the rest of the day.
Do you do like Domestos in the toilet? Just kind of spray it all around the top and just let it all drizzle down to clean all the walls.
What of my room?
Yes.
Yes, kind of. I guess. In all seriousness, I am playing mostly PC games, which is the only reason. So I've tried to pick up as many as I can. Played a couple of really, really fucking out there stuff, which I'll talk about later. So, yeah.
Have you been grabbing the freebies off the Epic Store? Because since this thing started, I've picked up so many. Half of them won't work on my Mac, but I've picked up shitloads. And a couple like Watch Dogs was free a few weeks ago. I texted my brother straight away. I was like, "Fucking grab that," because if you've never played it before and you've got nothing better to do, you might like that. But yeah, what was like Amnesia was free until yesterday, I think. I mean, you wouldn't like Amnesia. That's so fucking scary.
So Amnesia's free.
Oh, is that cool
now,
2D one?
tomorrow.
Amnesia? No, it's the first person one.
The Dark Descent. It's free until tomorrow.
Was it until tomorrow?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Crashlands is free until tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know what Crashlands is. I saw that the other day as well.
It looks funny.
I picked up a few on Epic Store. Like Because they're free. Why the fuck wouldn't I?
Yeah.
But if you're playing PC games, that's the way forward, isn't it?
Paladins.
Grab the freebies.
The NHS got something, and games companies giving away free games to NHS workers now as well. Have you seen that?
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
So if you sign up to this thing, you need an NHS email address. So you sign up to this thing, and they just give you a massive list of games you can pick from, and you just help yourself.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. Hey, Georgie said to me, "Do you want me to stick my email address in?" And I was like, "Well, why? You don't play games." So I've not had one because obviously I figured it'd be better for people that save it for people that actually want it.
Yeah, people that
and
save for people
I've
that
got
use
hundreds of games I've not played, so I don't need any more.
So what you need is a bunch more freebies.
Yeah, but I thought it was a cool idea.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, some of the shit for NHS that I've seen has been absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the unlimited data from EE is pretty cool.
There was the free rental cars from Nissan, which I thought was amazing. Cars all fucked, can't get to work, come see us. We'll give you a car until this is over with. The fuck?
That's well cool.
Well, they've got all these fucking showroom cars just sitting there doing nothing. They might as well do something with them, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Georgie doesn't like asking for anything for free.
Which is
really odd.
So no, I get that. I don't like doing it either.
She doesn't take a lot if she can help it, which is fair enough.
I'm really quite. I don't know. I feel like a fucking scab doing it. I don't know why. Because everybody does it. I don't know why. I feel like a complete scab asking for freebies, even if it's something I'm due. Like I don't like going into work and asking for my time back when I've worked late and shit. There's something really there's something in my body that's just completely against it.
Well, some people are just like that, aren't they? I mean, it don't bother me too much. Yeah. I like free shit.
I love free shit. I just get somebody else to ask for it.
For stuff too.
But it's like, when we walk around like EGX and shit, I feel so uncomfortable just asking for free shit.
Yeah.
And there's people standing there wanting to give you free shit, and I'm like,
oh yeah, literally throwing it at you.
Yeah, I remember.
Just like ducking out of the way.
Whereas I literally went home with a bag full of swag every day.
Yeah, I don't like asking for it. I went to a conference in Spain last year, and there was loads of swag to grab, and I was like, I don't want to ask for it. The only time I did ask for it was when the guy I was with refused to ask for something that he desperately wanted. I was like, mate, for fuck's sake. I was like, come over here. Literally, I almost held his hand as we went over there to get him his fucking swag.
Oh, that's nice.
So you weren't getting freebies for you were getting them for someone else. That's fine.
Yeah, pretty much.
Different kettle of fish, isn't it, altogether? That's like being a wingman.
Yeah.
When you're going out on a piss.
I haven't had to do that for a long time.
No, I can't say I've been out on the piss for a long time either.
No, it's been a while. Well, February, I think was the last time. March, I suppose, technically beginning of March.
I think mine was Christmas.
Yeah, mine would have been just before Christmas.
I might have had one in January. I can't remember when I went out. I don't know. It's been a while anyway. Either way.
Well, I was up in Glasgow. That was probably. I think that was the last time.
Oh yeah. Was that one of the film festivals?
It was. Yeah, it was Fright Fest. Pretty much the only time I drink ever now is with Fright Fest people. So Glasgow in March, and before that, my last piss up was the Fright Fest Christmas meetup.
Nice.
Where I stumbled my way back into Euston Station, scuffed through 2 fucking Burger King meals, and almost missed my train home. Which would have been disastrous because that's when the strikes were. It was the last train.
Oh man, fucking Euston when all the shit were going down was.
Oh, it's awful. I was
anyway, let's don't get me on that subject.
No,
we've
been talking for like 20 minutes. And we've barely mentioned games outside of we have no time to play games.
No, you're right. So
who's hosting?
I will force us to move on to the news and throw it straight to Brooker with AC Valhalla.
Shit, yeah, son.
Exactly.
AC Vikings. Bring that bad boy on. It does come back to something I said though before we started recording. So before we started, we were talking about Lee's playing Origins and I'm playing Odyssey. But the thing here is that I'm getting the feeling that Assassin's Creed is now just an excuse for Ubi, or it's just not the excuse, it's the wrong word, but it's how Ubi are justifying making their history simulators. Because Origins, you can play it like an Assassin's Creed game, but it's not particularly encouraged. Like, there's a lot of open combat in Assassin's Creed, and that's not very assassin-y.
No, it's not.
And the same goes for Odyssey. So actually, and when you look at it, you go, well, what did Vikings use? They used fucking tomahawks, didn't they? How are you going to be an assassin with a giant fucking axe?
Yeah, there shouldn't be any.
I don't zero
think Vikings
stealth.
were well known for stealth.
A stealth Viking is a bad Viking.
Yeah, Vikings were pretty loud and obnoxious and kind of in your face. They weren't very stealthy at all.
I mean, we may be wrong. We may not have read the history books like these guys. But, I mean, what I get the gist of it is just that, yeah, they were brutish. They were aggressive. They were foreboding. They had that facade to make people scared of them. It wasn't. You're not scared of something you can't see, are you?
No, they were a warlike people. So
yeah. Their version of stealth was to have a longship full of people blowing trumpets and then just raiding through your entire village and castle.
Exactly. That's not to say that I'm not excited about playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, because Vikings is one of my favourite historical settings or historical periods, whatever you want to call it. I don't know enough about it, but I know a fair amount, so I'm quite looking forward to playing it. But yeah, I think at this point, I think the Assassins part of Assassin's Creed is long gone.
Yeah. But history simulator with killing doesn't have quite the same ring to it, does it?
It doesn't, no. And like, it would probably fail as an AC wannabe if they did anything but call it Assassin's Creed at this point.
I think for me so far in Origins that I feel is that in the first few games, like including up and past Revelations, the historical stuff that they talked about, and when you interacted with people of renown from that period of time, you felt like it was genuine and that it probably did happen, and there was some historical accuracy to what was happening.
Yeah.
I don't feel so much with Origins that's the case. I feel like they've got the place and the locations and the time and the animals and stuff similar to what would be.
Yeah.
But story-wise, I think, probably.
So I think with Origins, and I'm getting the feeling with Odyssey as well, and I guess maybe it's just the time period it's set in. I'm not sure. I've not got far enough into Odyssey to tell you if you meet anybody famous. There are plenty of fucking ancient Greeks that are super famous that you should be able to talk to, assuming they want to put them in. But I think a lot of the story with Origins revolved more around the religion of the time.
Yeah.
Which is great, because again, for me, super exciting. Really love that time period. Really love all the mythology behind ancient Egypt. It was so cool to get to enjoy it for a bit. But yeah, it's no Renaissance Italy. Not at all.
No.
But even as far as 3, and a lot of people pan 3, I quite liked it. It was a bit boring, but I quite liked it. But the historical accuracy in 3, until you got to the really dodgy DLC, I quite liked. I liked 3. I thought 3 was okay. There was a lot. It was a bit forgettable. Yeah.
Well, that was mostly the main character was a bit of a knock.
That's because Connor was a wet fart, wasn't he?
But I didn't hate him that much. And I've seen quite a lot of... have they remastered it or something?
Yeah, it got remastered as... It came out with... as a bonus for buying the season pass for Far Cry 5?
Yeah, I've seen some. I've seen some of the videos from that and the gifs from.
It does look good.
Gifs from that, and it looks like they've done a great job.
They did that in Liberation, and Liberation doesn't look that good still. But Liberation was a Vita game; it was never going to look great.
No.
But Liberation was actually quite a fun game. I quite enjoyed it. 3, no, I enjoyed 3. I think the problem with Connor actually was you played him after spending like 3-4 hours being Hatham
with someone who was
an awesome character. But swings and roundabouts, isn't it? I really enjoy Odyssey. We were saying this the other day. Odyssey is the first Assassin's Creed I didn't finish when I first played it. So I've sat and gone, or now I need to. Now we're getting another Assassin's Creed because they've gone really quiet, or maybe I just avoided the news. But I genuinely thought that maybe we were done with Assassin's Creed. So now we're getting a Valhalla, and it's Vikings. So shit, yeah, I best get on and finish Odyssey. So I mean, my complaint. We were talking about this the other day. My complaint about Odyssey was that it took me fucking 5 hours to get to the title screen the first time I played it. So this time around, I've just run through the story missions. I've set it all up, so I've dropped the difficulty to easy. I've changed the game leveling so it doesn't level with me. So I can go to areas that are below my level and it will stay below my level, so I can just wipe through the whole lot. Yeah. Obviously the rewards will be lower, but I can deal with that.
Doesn't really matter, does it?
No, just to see the story through is all I want to do at this point. So, 30 hours maybe. I've got no games coming out now between here and Saints Row 3 in a couple of weeks. Maybe I'll get lucky, maybe I'll get it finished.
Maybe.
But yeah, Valhalla, dead excited. And that fucking trailer, mate.
The trailer was great.
It was it
really was great.
It's a beautiful war scene, and that reveal that the dude was an assassin was just amazing.
That was pretty spectacular.
Ubisoft know how to make a trailer.
That's very true. I think one of my favourites was from Revelations, and they used a songwriter called Woodkid on it. I can't remember.
I think we spoke about this before, haven't we?
Yeah, that was my favourite. I absolutely adored that trailer. That was great.
But even like down to the Ghost Recon games, all the Ghost Recon games have got amazing trailers to them, and the Division as well. The trailers and the opening cinematics are always awesome. The games rarely live up to it, but the trailers and cinematics are always fucking great.
Yeah. Well, so I mean, I've read a few things about Valhalla, and I'm skeptical at best.
Yeah.
About some of the things that they're saying they're going to be in it.
Go on.
Well, first thing, did you see the limited edition or the special edition with the model?
No.
So the special edition model is a female Viking. So obviously that caused a fucking ruckus. As you can well imagine.
How are we still such a cunty group?
I don't know. People are just arguing about historical accuracy and all that shit, and I'm like, fuck off. That's got nothing to do while you're arguing with it.
They were fucking women in Viking times were badasses, man.
Yeah. So I mean, you can look at all the other stuff on the limited edition. You can see all the stuff. You kind of get hints of what you're expecting to get.
Yeah.
And from what little information that's been gleaned from it so far, and it looks like it's going to definitely carry on down the RPG route. So, I mean, that's understandable. I don't think they're moving away from that because it can expand the amount of time you're forced to spend in the game.
Yeah, that because it was really prominent in Origins, or is really prominent in Origins. Mm-hmm. But it still felt almost RPG light. I found in Origins.
Yeah.
Odyssey, not so much.
No.
Odyssey definitely feels like I'm playing an RPG, and I think this is what really grinds my nerves when I'm playing it. I don't want to be grinding fucking levels and shit.
Yeah, I don't want to be spending hours and hours looking for one particular weapon that works, and I don't want to be switching my weapon every 5 seconds. I want to find one I like using.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yep.
And I use that for the rest of the. Oh, they're like, oh, you can do that now. You can pay to level it up. I'm like, yeah, but it's 3,000 gold.
Yeah.
A level.
Yeah,
and I've been playing for 30 hours or whatever, and I've got 9,000.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's not going to happen, is it?
There is the big thing. So I read a couple of. So I was kind of doing a bit of research on Odyssey and wondering if, because we've spoken before about Origins having the level 45 cap level increase.
Yeah.
Once you install the DLC, so you can go in and play the DLC. Which is great, because if you want to do that, you get through the main bit, the beginning part of the story, back out, level up your save to 45, and you can piss through the entire story in about 10 hours.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
Should have done it.
You can still do it. This is the thing. If you back out your game, all you got to do is highlight your save, and it'll say, do you want to level it up? And it'll copy your save and level it up.
Yeah.
And it will make the game so much easier. And I was wondering if they did something like that with Odyssey, because I was like, oh, maybe I'll maybe I'll do that. That could be cool. But every article I came across with Odyssey said the way to make Odyssey worth playing is to buy the constant or the permanent money and XP level boost. That's what, 20 quid's worth of extra content you got to buy. I'm like, why do I? But this is what they've done. This is how they've built Odyssey. They've built Odyssey so that the grind is so bad, to make it an actual game, you want to spend another 10, 15 quid on time saver packs just to make it play the way you would expect a level grinding game to play.
Yeah,
Fuck
there's
time
two.
saver packs.
I don't mind. I didn't mind them originally, but fucking Acti have gone way over. Origins has got enough time saver packs as in it is.
Yeah, it's...
And they're not worth the money that they're forced to spend on them. And it's always that weird calculated values of money as well, so to the amount of gold or whatever in-game currency that you get that doesn't quite work out, so you have to buy 2 packs and then you've got loads left over. It really fucks me off.
I get really pissed off for it, especially because they're targeted at people that don't have time to sink hundreds of hours in. So I do get 6-8 hours and I go, should I be fucking spending this money? Should I be buying it so I can actually play this game and enjoy it? I regularly look at it and go, well, no, I'm not doing that. But this is why I end up texting you guys and going, I'm fucking done with this game because it's just pissing me off.
Yeah.
You know.
So, like, Valhalla, I think I've got a horrible feeling that they're going to expand on that because there's some sort of, I don't know whether it's official or rumour or what, but it's going to be part sim as well now. So you're going to be, so you're going to be raising a village from the ground up and populating the village with people and blacksmiths and shops and whatever else. And so you're going to have the RPG for your characters so that you can get through the game, and you can buy time savers for this. And then you're going to have to do this village as well, which I imagine is going to work in. Is it game time, real time, instant? When you buy a shop, is it just going to fucking appear? It's just I'm interested to see how they do it, and I mean, think it's going to be a massive wallet rape.
Was it Brotherhood?
Was it 2 and Brotherhood?
2 and Brotherhood, I think, had.
When you had to build up all the shops and that in Monteriggioni.
Yeah. That
was quite cool, and that actually was a mechanic I could get behind because it didn't take away from the game and felt like it was helping you play the game. If it works like that, great. If I'm having to play City Skyline while also playing The Witcher and
Plants vs Assassins.
But this is why, lads, I don't buy Ubisoft games on release anymore because it's just not worth the fucking money. Because I can guarantee I'm going to get 10 hours and get pissed off and turn it off.
Yeah. There's going to be no big creatures in it, though, really, if you think about it. I mean...
Well, no, because it's set in England, isn't it? So we ain't got anything in this country apart from
what did we have back, during those times of the Viking race? Did we have wolves then? I presume we had wolves then. I'm pretty sure there weren't no bears at that point.
No, we would have had wolves.
Wild
boar,
dogs.
I suppose.
Oh, yeah, well, boar are still around now.
Yeah.
Nasty things.
Yes, they are.
Some birds.
Yeah.
Do you know what? As a bird watcher, or a bird watching fan, I can't go out anymore, obviously.
You got windows, ain't you? Open them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I've got the ability to tell a fair few birds from the call alone, and I can, I think my ears over the years I've been trained. I just kind of hear bird song, and I know exactly what it is.
Has that skill helped you a lot in life over the years?
No, but I tell you what's annoying about the crossover between the two. So obviously, sound effects in games that you guys won't notice because it's just birds singing in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I can quite often I'll know what bird it is.
Yeah,
and so they'll be playing a game. That may have been coded in the UK.
Didn't we have this when we were playing Left 4 Dead?
Yeah.
You were walking around trying to figure out what bird was flying around.
Yeah, this is the thing. So games that are coded in the UK but they're based elsewhere. So like I think Left 4 Dead was coded in the UK. but it was based in America.
Yeah.
But they use sound effects from UK birds that don't live in America. When I hear that with my ears, I pick up that sort of shit. It's ever so weird. Assassin's Creed Origins does it as well. There's birds on there that sound effects don't fit what birds would be there.
Yeah.
I think you need to write an email or a personal letter to the lead of Ubisoft.
Yeah, maybe I will. It doesn't bother me that much, but I think I don't know. Maybe because I've spent so long listening to birdsong and stuff over the years that I hear that. I think my ears are trained to hear that more than they hear a lot of other things. So it kind of it seems to almost jump up above all the other sound that I'm listening to.
This is the life I lead as a film lover.
Yeah.
Spotting shit that shouldn't be there all the time.
Yeah. So Valhalla, I'm half expecting them at least to have the UK birdsong in there. That would be good.
But are you in to play?
That's how we segued onto that, by the way.
Yeah. Are you in to play Valhalla though? There's the question. Are you going to be playing it?
Yeah, I'll play it. I think it may not be on release, but
no, God no.
I quite often after Unity and the videos what came out after that was released.
Yeah,
I just won't go to an Assassin's Creed for a fair amount of time afterwards.
I got so lucky with Unity. I didn't see any of those bugs playing the game.
Yeah.
I reported plenty of them when I was fucking QA testing it because I saw shitloads and they were still. I purposely went to find them when I got the game. But yeah, actually coming across, like the facial stuff disappearing and that, I didn't see any of that.
They look so fucking.
But the thing is,
eyes and teeth.
Yeah, but it's not just fucking Assassin's Creed games. It's pretty much every Ubisoft game is like this now. I said this to you guys in the past. I won't play a Ubi game most of the time now until at least a year has gone by, because it takes them that long to fix it. Like, I bought Wildlands a couple of weeks ago. Not Wildlands, Breakpoint. A couple of weeks ago. It's still sat up there on the shelf in its cellophane because I ain't touching it until the fucking summer. It needs to have been at least a year. But I was doing some reading today, and apparently the devs have all but fucking given up on it. Like, some of the bugs and that are being reported are just terrible, and it's still apparently really fucking boring.
That's fucking shit.
I can fully understand devs giving up on games, right now at least, just because it's a time, effort plus amount of stuff you've got to work. There's only so much they can probably do from home due to like various different NDAs and.
Yeah, but that's only been the last 2 months.
True.
Breakpoint's been out since November.
Yeah, but if you've got a game that's that broken, or for instance, other games like Star Wars Battlefront 2's been pulled from support now. So that
was quick.
It's had its last quality of life patch to it.
Yeah.
So they're not going to do any more like new DLC for it, no new character content, and they're not going to do any rebalancing of anything. Now it's the final game after the latest patch.
Yeah.
Because they've been migrated to work on something else, because they're probably your skeleton crew to start with.
Yeah.
That's left on that.
I mean, the thing that got me with Breakpoint, and I texted you guys a picture of it this morning, was that they still haven't got the fucking AI teammates in it, which is brilliant.
Well, they saw the people complaining about that from first initial announcement to it. The following E3, all of weeks later, said, "Yeah, we're going to put AI teammates into it."
They put the AI team. Yeah, well, they said they were going to put the AI teammates in last year at E3, a week after the first beta went live, and everybody that played it, me included, went, "Where the fuck are my teammates?" Also, why are you making a co-op up to 4-player game, but those people aren't with me if the people log off? Why are we magically inviting people into the game? Why aren't they just AI teammates or controlled by my mates?
Yeah.
But apparently the co-op's completely fucked as well. So
isn't that one of the ones where it's like you can't co-op with friends directly?
Yeah, no, you can co-op with friends.
There was a game recently. It was literally that you couldn't necessarily co-op with friends It was just you opened up it and people would join.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't Wildlands. Breakpoint.
No, I remember talking about something like that. You couldn't do matches with friends. You could only do matchmaking.
So we were talking about it a couple of weeks ago with World War Z.
Yeah,
Because I was
but
trying
I think that was a cross-play issue as opposed to anything else.
Yeah, so I was trying to play with my brother who was playing on PC, and you have cross-play matchmaking, but not cross-play co-op.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I will at some point install Breakpoint, and I will play it. If it's shit and I can't finish it, I will play it until I think I've got my 20 quid's worth out of it, and then that'll be it.
Yeah. Well, it's
But UB Games,
20 quid, isn't it?
yeah. But this was it. I think it was 25 quid including postage, because Game were charging postage at the moment. But
Wankers.
yeah, but it's the Ultimate Edition. It's the £80 version. So it's got the season pass and all the extra DLC and all that shit. So I will get my 20 quid out of it easily.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
I'll give it a bash, but not until I've got my AI teammates, and not until, or preferably if it gets an offline mode, because I don't like playing in online mode.
Oh yeah, this is where it's going to be. You get AI teammates, but it's always online, and random people can join you and take over your teammates.
Yeah. But anyway, how did we get onto UB Games? Oh, we were talking about Assassin's Creed, weren't we?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
is there any other news this week?
I mean, we can talk about Mick Gordon. Who wants to talk about Mick Gordon?
Oh, well, I'll let you take the lead on that one.
Okay.
'Cause you might know more about it than I do.
I only know a little bit, only because it kind of exploded in a community that I'm interested in.
We certainly
you do.
mentioned it on the last podcast.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, oh, you did, didn't you? So yeah, so Mick Gordon is the composer for Doom and Doom Eternal, and anybody that's listened to the Doom 2016 soundtrack, it's just fucking brilliant. It is one of the most immense soundtracks I think I've ever listened to, especially in a game. So he was contracted in to do the soundtrack for Doom Eternal, and then when the soundtrack finally released to collector's edition owners last week before, there was a guy who compared the wavelength and the just the quality of the audio between the 2016 CE soundtrack release and the Eternal one, and it turns out the Eternal one, it looks quite heavily compressed. It is quite heavily compressed. Someone put this comparison up on Twitter, and Mick Gordon went, "Yeah, I didn't do that," in quite a vague tweet. So he just went, "I don't know. I wouldn't have mixed a track like that. You can tell the ones I done. It's this," which prompted a bit of an uproar. And to be fair, gamers, being the cunts that they are, took it out on Bethesda. Now, I'm not at the moment the biggest Bethesda fan. They've pissed me off something rotten with fucking Doom. Cunts. But you can't. I don't think that. No, it's not that I don't think it doesn't. It doesn't in any way, shape, or form justify the lead audio engineer from id Software getting harassed because of the job he did on the audio for the soundtrack and for the game. It's a cuntish move to harass people like that.
yeah.
And it ended with, well, it hasn't ended really, but the latest bit of it is yesterday or the day before, so Monday or Tuesday, so I suppose if you listen to this on Friday, Bethesda put out the one of the producers from id, Marty, whatever his name is,
McFly.
yeah, put a big post up on Reddit explaining what had happened and how the soundtrack came to have different tracks on it and different audio quality tracks and different composers listed in the metadata. And it turns out that Mick Gordon, while he done, from what I can gather, because not all of this was put into the post, I think some of it you've got to kind of glean from what you read. So I think Mick Gordon had done the soundtrack to the game actually, excuse me, actually the in-game music. And then when they announced the collector's edition, he was put on a fresh contract to supply actual OST tracks. So, because obviously these tracks are compressed to be put into a game, even if they're 4K visuals and audio, they're compressed a bit because they're background noise. So these are going to be new tracks, perfectly mastered tracks from an OST, and released slightly after the collector's edition, same as they were for the Doom 2016 collector's edition. It turns out from what I got, he promised 12 tracks at short notice and then couldn't make the deadline, asked for an extension. id and Bethesda said yes. He said it would mean he could supply more tracks, something like 30 tracks at 2 hours long or something. Still only supplied 12 tracks at the end of it after constant delays, and the guy from id having to start building the soundtrack himself using in-game audio. That's a very heavy oversimplification of the back and forth that this guy described. But I think a lot of it, 6-1, Arthas and the other, I think id and Bethesda probably stitched them up a little bit by sticking him on a short-term contract, like not giving him very long to do it. Yeah. But, Mick Gordon's a famous composer, and he's probably got work coming out of his ears, but it's probably hard to tell a company, well, no, especially a company like Bethesda, because he's done the Wolfenstein soundtrack, he's done the Doom soundtrack. So, there's work coming to him all the time from this company. So, you're a contractor at the end of the day. You don't want to say no, because it will threaten all your work with them further down the line.
Yeah. So
he probably shouldn't have taken the job. id and Bethesda probably shouldn't have pushed him to do it quite so quickly. But at the end of the day, he did miss deadlines. But of course, there's the outcry on like the Doom community and the Doom subreddit, and it's just absolute insanity. Gamers are arseholes, guys.
Yes.
I genuinely...
I think it's just people in general.
Yeah.
We see it in gaming because we're exposed to that more, but it's just people.
To be fair, yeah, I see it in films as well.
Yeah, it's just people. People seem to think that their voice matters and the internet's a place and their voice is important.
Yeah.
And that they don't need to have any tact or responsibility for what they write on the internet.
Yeah.
It's fucking gobshite little wankers that wouldn't say boo to a goose when they go outside in front of real people.
No, absolutely not. Douchebags, all of them.
Yeah, the world's full of them, mate.
But
absolutely full to the brim.
Sadly, id of the end of this was that id said that they're not going to be working with Mick on the single player DLC that's coming for Doom Eternal. And probably, I would guess, ultimately they won't be working with him anymore. So if we get any more Doom games, or I don't know if that will be just id or anyone that is published by Bethesda, which will suck because the dude does do great work, but he can do great work for other people.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine the next Bethesda game will probably come around with a new composer to work with, just on a kind of trial basis of, we'll see what he can do, and then maybe we'll put him on retainer for future projects.
Yeah, it's a shame though, because I mean, anyone that's listened to the Doom soundtrack, the quality is outstanding, and you don't even have to play the game; just listen to the music, and you want to start chainsawing people. It's that kind. It's just great. It's a shame that Mick won't be doing the work anymore, but business is business after all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
But I don't know. Is there any other news that we want to talk about?
I don't think there's any other news. Anything from you, Lee?
No.
Cool. Then we will move on to what we've been playing, and what's everyone got in terms of quantity?
2.
2. Lee?
I'm not talking about Odyssey anymore because I've talked about it enough now. So just 2.
4.
Fucking hell, dude.
4. Okay.
Maybe 5. I've not finished.
Maybe 5.
Some
I
of them
haven't got that much extra game
spoken
time.
about before, but I've now finished.
Yeah.
And one that I've just been in and out of. I've not finished it yet, but I'm still not finished it.
I think I've got 3, maybe 4 at a push.
Fucking hell.
It depends if I want to talk about it this time or not. Say, I don't know, next time, depending on what the next episode's going to be about, because we have moved into a new month. We do need to start considering moving on to the co-op game.
Yep.
What even is this month's co-op game?
Moving Out, I think.
Is it definitely Moving Out? Because I installed them both. Because you said Moving Out or Worms. And I went, I'll install them both. Fuck it.
I think we'll try Moving Out. If it's dire, I mean, if it's worse than Overcooked, and I didn't like that, if I'm honest.
Because I did also install Moving Out and look at the wife and go, this is basically Overcooked, but with people moving houses.
Yeah.
You and me are playing this.
Yeah. See, I'm not overly keen on that, so we'll see how it goes.
But Worms is Worms. Yeah.
We normally have a 2-day sesh, don't we? So
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we could do one day and one the other.
Yeah.
Fair.
Because neither of them are like long-term games you want to spend hours and hours in, are they?
They're not story-based games, are they? It's not like there's campaigns for us to finish.
So maybe,
I think
maybe
the
that's
co-op
what
stuff's
we'll do.
usually not the campaign stuff, though, is it? For Moving Out, they kind of just throw you mini games.
I've not even looked at it. I just knew that it was 3-player possible co-op, and it was on Game Pass.
Good enough for me.
I'm still disappointed that Streets of Rage isn't multiplayer, up to 4 players online and only on couch co-op, which is a little bit odd, I think.
That is a bit shit.
You'd expect it to be 2-player couch co-op and up to 4-player online, wouldn't you, normally? Because that's the way around it goes. Well, yeah, 4 and 4 would make the most sense, but generally you have less players on local than you do online.
Yeah.
So I found that particularly odd.
Not many people have 4 controllers in their house.
No, I suppose not. I do.
Well, you do.
And I haven't got 4 friends.
Xbox. I suppose technically I've got 4. I've still got my my Series X, my Project Scorpio controller in the box upstairs.
Nice.
Mint. I've not touched it, but I've still got my standard and my old Elite and my new Elite. So I've got 3, technically 4 controllers. But I suppose your average player probably doesn't have 4 controllers.
No.
At least 4 controllers that work.
Yeah. Actually, saying that, I may have... Let's say I have 2 games plus a couple of Switch bits. So technically 3. So... You're hosting, John. You tell people what to do, mate.
Fuck it, Lee, go. First game you want to talk about, go for it.
Okay, so I'm still playing Animal Crossing, but I've technically finished it. I say technically because it doesn't really ever end.
No, Animal Crossing games just carry on forever.
Yeah, it just carries on forever. But I have seen the end credits. So the general gist of how to get to the end credit scene is to create your town and add so much stuff to your town that it makes it a 3-star town in the town ratings. And then you have to keep pestering for this dog who plays guitar to come to your island. Yeah, fuck knows. So I think his name's KK Slider or something like that. He's fucking ridiculous. Plus, obviously, because in Animal Crossing no one talks normally, he sings in that same stupid Animal Crossing voice. It's the shittest thing I've ever... I'm honestly, at the minute, I'm doing a load of terraforming stuff, and every day that I turn it on, I think, why the fuck am I even playing this anymore?
So, is the talking...
just keep playing.
I've never played an Animal Crossing game.
It just kind of goes...
So like Little Big Planet or like a Mario thing, like all
when he
fucking
when he sings this song, it's like wah, wah, wah. He's playing this fucking fake guitar, just ridiculous. And the credits roll, and it's non-skippable credits as well. And I'm like, and he's singing his fucking song through the whole credits. And I'm just thinking, fuck me. Like I've seen loads, like some people, like because I've shown a relatively small amount of interest in Animal Crossing on Google. Now it's literally
everywhere.
Yeah. You know, some of the stuff people have been doing on it is fucking class. And, you know, looks amazing. But I think that is a lot of effort for a very, very small payback. Like I've seen someone done a near field perception thing so that you can put models and stuff. So basically they've done a bit of terraforming on their island and then made loads of small stuff and put all this small stuff at the back and then built their island up, and then you sat on top there and it looks like you're looking out over the port and there's a lighthouse and there's fucking cars everywhere and it looks amazing. But obviously it's actually only in something that's about 6 centimeters long. and stuff like that, I think that's fucking brilliant. I'd love to do that. And I think fucking that would take me about 12 years to do that. So I don't bother. I think I'm about done now. I can't see me playing it for too much longer. I tried to skip games on Switch the other day and find something else that I wanted to play, but you know what? I just, you know, when you're just in that mood when you don't really know what you want to do.
Yeah.
So I went through it. I played about 4 or 5 different games on Switch and said, I'm not feeling this. So I need to find something on Switch to play.
I find myself doing that basically now whenever I finish a game.
Yeah, I never have too much trouble on the Xbox and PlayStation. I've always got kind of a list of games that I know are on the list to play.
I think for me, a lot of it is is not finding time, but it's picking a game that is worth spending the little amount of time I get to playing. And you never know, do you? You know, some of these games you play, like the AC games, you can be playing for 6 to 8 hours before you've even decided whether or not, you know, it's going to progress far enough for you to enjoy playing. By which time, 6 to 8 hours, mate, sometimes that's a fortnight's worth of gaming for me if I'm having a busy week.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's not just about not having enough time, it's about having enough good time.
Yeah.
So it's it's all well and good saying, oh yeah, I've got 2 hours to bash through a game right now. What games do you own that you've got that you could play for 2 hours and actually feel like you've progressed?
You know what, lads? This is why I'm so fucking excited for Saints Row the Third Remastered. I know that game inside and out, and I know that even if I've just got 20 minutes, I can pick it up, be a dick for 20 minutes, turn it off, and I will be just as satisfied as if I spent 3 hours in it. So I'm quite looking forward to that one.
Yeah, I'm not too bad with Xbox and PlayStation because I've generally got a list. Like the downloaded games in the Xbox and the Game Pass games quite often get overlooked, but I've generally got quite enough. You know, I've normally got enough hard copy stuff to play.
Yeah.
But on Switch, because I just buy loads in the sales.
Yeah.
For like 89p here and there, or £1.50 or whatever, I've got like 50 odd games on the Switch now. And you know, it's just finding one that's worth playing. I mean, they're all worth buying for £1.
Yeah.
More misses than hits, though.
I still need to get on this finished
you'd be
Messenger.
surprised, actually. Yeah, you'd be surprised, actually. So far, I don't just buy every game that's £1. They generally fall into the categories of either sort of 2D platformer, Metroidvania, that sort of category. Or something that's been really highly reviewed. If it falls into that category, then generally I'll buy it. So most of them are good games. It's whether I've got the inclination to play one or not.
Yeah. I do find, I've only had my Switch again for a couple of weeks, but I do find that the thought of starting the game, because I go, when am I going to have time to play it? Yeah. When am I going to have time to play it when I wouldn't be playing the Xbox?
True.
That's the bit that tends to get me, because I can't play it in portable mode for very long, because it does legitimately hurt my hands playing it in portable mode for a long time.
You ought to get that hoary Switch pad, mate.
I might do. Do you want
to buy mine? I like it. It just doesn't. It don't suit me. I'm so used to playing the smaller one now.
Yeah.
it just doesn't suit my gameplay. But it is pretty good if you wanted to pick one up.
But the thing for
Have
me,
it
like,
have it in handheld, like on its stand, and then pull up the Pro controller.
I have done that on more than one occasion. Not recently, but like when I had the Switch previously, we'd be sitting watching football or something. It'd be a boring game that I had nothing to no interest in. But she was watching the game as well, so I put it on my table and then hooked the Pro controller up. And when I got this one, I wouldn't buy this one unless I could get a Pro controller as well, because I won't spend time playing it if I haven't got a proper size controller.
Yeah, even the Joy-Cons like plugged into the holster for the handheld controller version.
Yeah.
That still doesn't feel quite right. It's still a bit boxy.
See, I mean, I've got big hands like you, Brooks, but maybe I'm just more accustomed to it. I mean, look at my hands. You can't see it on the call, but they're tiny. That crab's hands.
I don't know what it is because
I can't straighten them out
Game Boy
anymore.
and
That's
DS-ing.
it, permanent. This is my movement in my hands now. That's it.
I don't know what it is because it's not like this is a new thing for me. I've been playing small fucking handheld games since the first Game Boy, man. This I should be used to it, but for some reason, like I became an adult and then I just.
With the Switch is it's too thin.
I had the same problem with the Vita because my hands felt like my hands felt like they were like that.
Thin, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean. So like I've got a silicon mat for the Switch. It's got a big grip on the back,
Yeah.
so it makes it more comfortable for your fingers on the back, and then your thumbs are just the same as normal.
Yeah.
So I mean they're quite good as well.
Just nail a 2x4 onto the back of your Switch.
See, I remember like the fucking Game Gear. It was like holding a CRT monitor in your hand. It was fucking humongous.
I love
I
Game
love-
Gear.
I love my Game
James
Gear. James Pond, mate.
James
Hours
Pond.
and hours and weeks and months just lost in fucking columns and James Pond.
James Pond and Cool Spot.
Yes.
Favourite games on the Game Gear. I think I had Golden Axe as well, but
Yeah.
It's conversations like this that you realise you need to get yourself a Raspberry Pi and just load it with all of the old classics.
No,
I
mate. It's
think I'd
conversations
rather
like
just have a console or a mini version of said console. I'm not bothered about having an emulator.
it's conversations like this that make me realise just how old I actually am. Yeah.
That's true.
I was talking to my
Right.
sister earlier on this morning, and I described myself as a boring ass, grumpy dad who's pushing 40, and I was like, "Fuck." I'm pushing 40, man. Fuck.
Yeah, still be in lockdown by the time we're 40, mate. So at least you ain't got the.
I think we'll still be in lockdown by the time John hits 40, man. The way it's going at the moment.
I'm just hopeful that we fall out of lockdown before I turn 30.
The worst 30th birthday ever. Fucking Zoom party.
Yeah. Fuck it, I don't care. Even if we are in lockdown, I'm still going up fucking north and seeing my mum for my birthday.
I'm still going to the pub. There'll be no one there, but I'm going to the pub. It's my 30th, damn it.
Just sit outside with a bottle of beer.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Decent.
Nah, don't.
I got told I would like it, and then when I said I don't think it's my kind of game, I was then told, but Nikita would like it. I was like, both those sentences can't be fucking true.
Yeah.
You know what? It's probably too complicated for Nikita.
It's not. It's not too complicated because you don't need to do anything.
Well, Nikita has
You
been.
just do what you want to do. You don't have to progress the game in any way. You could literally just spend your time collecting fucking bugs and planting flowers. You don't have to do anything. That's the point of it.
I can't.
But
remember.
I just can't remember. I can't believe how my memory has adjusted over the years since I played the last version on the 3DS very many years ago. That made me just think, oh yeah, I didn't hate that. I ought to buy it again. I should have just gone, you know what, I'll play the old one, see if I can, and then, I'm not going to spend 40 quid on the new one because it's going to be boring after 2 weeks.
But the world just went fucking mental for it, didn't it? I mean, obviously the lockdown happened.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it was Nintendo's fault because they were trying to shift off copies of fucking Animal Crossing to everybody.
Wouldn't be surprising.
But yeah, the lockdown happened and suddenly the world went fucking mental for Animal Crossing.
It's a Nintendo though. It's Nintendo. People just fucking dropped the pants for Nintendo for some reason.
But it was
still
really
don't
weird because
understand
like people I know that don't play games were specifically buying Switches to play Animal Crossing. I was like, this is a massive fucking investment for a game you know nothing about.
Maybe
Animal
in sort of
Crossing
5
has an
years'
odd,
time.
weird following that kind of crept up out of nowhere because
Yeah.
it's a GameCube classic. But the GameCube didn't exactly sell to the quantity that everyone expected it probably could have done. And then move on from that. Yes, okay.
This is
Did it have
Nintendo's Shenmue, is it?
this is literally Nintendo know how to almost market something by accident.
Nintendo could sell ice to Eskimos.
But it's in the same vein. There's been a lot because Animal Crossing on Switch overtook Pokemon Sword and Shield rapidly for number of sales. But loads of people have been saying that the Sword and Shield, if that had been given time to be developed properly and not rushed out like it was, if Pokemon Sword and Shield had been given extra time to develop and wasn't rushed out like it was, because it was rushed out for Christmas sales, who knows what it could have become? Because one of the biggest complaints to Pokemon was that it was rushed.
Yeah.
And if it had been pushed back to when Animal Crossing was released, or if Animal Crossing, if you'd swapped the two over, then Sword and Shield would have been considered one of the greatest games of all time somehow. So yeah, I'm kind of glad that I missed out and I bit off my Switch because I probably would have ended up buying all of the above.
Oh, there's no way I'm buying Animal Crossing. Well, not for me anyway. But Nikita has, since we got the Switch, she has asked for one of her own.
Okay. Pick up a light.
Well, this is exactly what I said. I said if she fucking behaves herself, she can have a light for Christmas. But, you know, she's got to fucking behave herself because that thing's a lot of money.
Especially if your child's being a dick and you can't just hit her with it.
No, what is it? It's a lot of money to spend to just keep confiscating off of her. In reality, Nikita's actually like a really good kid. I have almost no issues with her behaviour, so it wouldn't be a problem. But yeah, and Mario Kart will probably have to be bought again so that we can play separately.
Yeah.
And Animal Crossing.
So this is the point where you need to consider the whole digital library thing for Switch.
No.
Yeah.
Because then
you'll
only need to buy it once for across two consoles.
Don't get Animal Crossing for you.
No. I wouldn't have grabbed it.
I finished Bloodstained.
Do you like it?
It's oddly addictive.
It is, isn't it?
I did
What is
enjoy
Bloodstained?
Bloodstained's the 2D Metroidvania ex-Metroid designer game.
It's Castlevania, but not.
That's it, Castlevania. Sorry.
It was the kick-started Castlevania game.
Okay.
When Konami refused
right.
to make a proper Castlevania game.
I had good ideas and stuff like that. I thought the combat was a bit clunky, but other than that, it was all right. It was addictive. Some of the stuff I've seen people do online with it was great. Some of the kit setups that they've got were great. But I got to the point where I could go and beat the true last boss. So, blah blah blah. Usual games got multiple endings.
Yeah.
So I got to the point where I could get to the true last boss. I still have no fucking idea what was going on with the story. Not really. I kind of got it, but not really. But he didn't make that much difference anyway.
No.
But then I got to the point where I thought, do I want to grind over and over, beating enemies over and over to get crystals and find weapons and create stuff, or do I just want to finish this and fucking do something else? So yeah, I finished it.
Nice.
And did something else. So then I went back to Indivisible again.
I don't know.
Did
we talk about that one before?
Yeah, I started it quite a while ago.
Yeah.
It's the one where you have to do combos on. So you've got 4 characters on the screen. It's a 2D sort of battle platformer. But when you get into an actual fight, each of your characters has got 3 buttons underneath them.
Yeah.
That you can press to activate their attack. and you can press a directional input at the same time as you press their attack, and they'll do a particular type of attack with that input. So you've got 4 characters on the screen. Each of them's got 3 buttons underneath them. Each of those buttons corresponds to the Xbox button. So obviously the character at the top's got Y, character at the bottom's got A, and so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. And then you get into a fight, and you basically tap all the buttons in a combination until you've used up all 12 of your attacks.
Fucking hell. That sounds...
You can, to be fair, you can just hammer all the buttons, over, and just get everyone fucking, and everyone comes in pounding the enemy. There's only a couple of nuances that you need to know of, and it's that if the enemy's blocking, you need to do an up and a down attack to break their block.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter which character you do it with. It just one of your characters needs to do that, and then everyone else can come flooding in and smack them about.
Fair enough.
You can just force your way through the game just by doing that. It doesn't get overly difficult until you get to the bosses, in which case then you have to start doing like proper juggling and stuff like that, where it gets a little bit more tricky. I've not died too much yet. I can't say I'm super enjoying it. It's kind of just neither here nor there. But, to cross in with that with the news as well, that was accidentally released on Switch this week.
Nice.
It wasn't supposed to be released. Somebody fucked up and accidentally released it.
Excellent.
Which I thought was funny. But it's okay. I mean, if you can pick it up cheap enough and you like that sort of odd, I think it's another Kickstarter, if I'm honest. Got a feeling.
Nice. So when are you picking up Wonderful 101 Remaster?
Fuck off.
Never.
Probably never.
I'm pretty sure it's out this month, isn't it? Or it's supposed to be.
Fuck knows.
But I know how you feel about Nintendo remasters, and sorry, you talking about a game that involves playing with multiple characters at the same time just made me think of it.
Yeah. So it's probably very similar, if I'm honest. Yeah, it's all right. I'll let you know more when I finish it. I'm not expecting it to blow me away, if I'm honest. It's just okay at the minute. It looks very pretty, though.
Cool.
Good to know.
Yeah. And then Assassin's Creed Origins, where we've kind of talked about all of that.
Cool.
I think the ability that you get when you can guide your arrow,
yeah,
is just fucking ridiculous and so overpowered. It is just like, I spent all of my materials just leveling up the bracer that gives you stronger arrows, and now I can fly this fucking arrow around a fort and just take everyone out from the same spot. I don't even have to fucking move.
Yeah.
Go full Mary Poppins.
It's so overpowered, it's ridiculous. And obviously I sent you that amazing shot I did by accident the other day, which was funny. Where I popped one out and I went in and I was holding the button to go into guiding it, and then I let go of the trigger for some reason, but I still got a headshot, which was pretty sweet.
Nice.
What else have I been playing? I'm sure I've finished something else. I might have to come back to that one.
Okay. What?
It was something else that I'd already started. I've not started anything from scratch.
This is where you should make notes.
Yeah, well, normally I have a little bit more notice. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Had I finished that last week?
I don't know.
Pretty sure you had.
I can't remember the last time you talked about it.
It was last time he was on.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so I think I'd finished it last time. I went back through on hard. I was just going back through on hard. I've now finished it on hard, and I've cleaned up all the trophies for it as well.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I remember you texting us that.
Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. It was excellent.
Yeah, I must get to that at some point.
Excellent. I loved the combat. Tifa is just fucking an absolute beast if you can get her right. She can literally juggle enemies until they're dead.
Nice.
Yeah. Really thoroughly enjoyed that game. I haven't got that many complaints about the story or anything like that. I know a lot of people are complaining about the story, but I thought it was good.
I have a friend who called it a perfect game.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember you saying. I'm not sure I would classify it as perfect because I'm not sure there is such a thing.
No, I think a lot of that was nostalgia, to be fair.
Yeah, it was very good. Nostalgia obviously helped, but it was very good outside of that anyway.
So, hoping on Final Fantasy VII Remaster Part 2. Remake Part 2, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Oh, I'd like to see it sooner than like 3 years, but
I say, yeah, you're not seeing that till like 2022 minimum.
no, I wouldn't expect so either.
Released on PlayStation 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah, well,
But by the time you get the full game,
Yeah.
PlayStation 7. Okay, so I'll go next. Let Brooker go last. Just because, although I've got a couple of games, I'm not going to be able to talk about them for very long because, once again, I've continued my trend of playing games just for the sake of it because I saw it as an option to play. But it's moved past just Boomerang rentals and it's onto Game Pass now as well. Because I played a game called Tracks, the train set game.
fucking what?
Why?
What's wrong with you?
You've got all these games to play and all this fucking time to play it, and you're playing train set simulators. You
Yes.
absolute fucking knob cheese.
Who
It's
are
exact-
you? And what the fuck have you done with John?
It's Game Pass on PC.
I mean, to be fair, John was always relatively boring. It was only a matter of time before he went one way or the other, and unfortunately, he's just gone down the 0 point train track
I
model.
say, yeah, he's gone full on fucking.
Next week, he'll be collecting coins and stamps.
Yeah. Oh,
So
my
it's
God.
it's not like a train set as you think. I guess it's like my first train set for like a 2-year-old to have.
Oh, that makes it better.
So you basically just build a wooden train set, and you have full control over everything that you do for it.
So what? The wooden 2-track train set?
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't getting a 2-year-old playing one of them, mate. You're looking at 3 to 4.
Whatever.
I'm not
I
sure
don't
that's
have
the
kids.
important part of this conversation.
Well, I don't want John to put himself down thinking it is ready. You know, he's preparing himself to a 2-year-old, where in fact it's probably more closer to a 4 or 5-year-old.
A very smart 2-year-old, like myself, was playing with a wooden train set for about 25 minutes before realizing I could probably move on to doing something else instead. I think I then moved on to playing Astroneer after it.
Fucking hell.
I literally have to do that as a father, and it bores the crap out of me.
What,
But then
putting
I-
a train set out?
But then I get kind of addicted to making sure it all goes the right way
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine doing it.
See, also, building anything with Lego.
Well, yeah, I've got shitloads of that stuff now. But I can't
So-
imagine doing it on a game.
So, the reason why it took me a bit longer than I thought is because you build the train set, obviously, and you can then set the train to run automatically around the set. And you kind of realize that the way that you've built it, it then builds itself a little loop, and it then can't come out of the loop without you manually going into it. So you then need to start changing it a little bit and adding further into it and extra levels. And as a wooden train set is, you can go up levels and down levels and build bridges and tunnels and all sorts of crap. It does kind of get a bit far in, just like when you realize that all you're doing is building a big circle.
I kind of feel like this story is going in the direction where it's going to end with, and then I realised nothing was working because I wasn't saying choo choo.
You can pull a whistle on it.
Do you know what
It does
would
have
be
a little
cool? Do
whistle.
you know what would be cool if it does, and confirm this for me? Do you have the ability to input all of the pieces that you actually own in real life, and then make a train track automatically, maybe, or
I,
test out tracks based on the parts that I've actually, because that'd be interesting for me to do, maybe
well,
to make something even more extravagant than I already do, without actually having to do it first. Although I
seeing
know
if it's
it's probably
possible with
better in
what
real
you've
life
got,
anyway.
possibly.
Yeah.
Like a project manager's train set game.
Yeah. I mean, I just wing it for the most part. It's part of being a dad, winging it.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
but you can make the train go too fast and it falls off, and then you can lose it in the room because it just like carries on going forever.
That is a fucking metaphor for life if I've ever heard one.
So, and then to really piss Brooker off, after working on the train set game.
He's been playing the garden lawn cutting sim.
No. I played Train Sim World 2020.
So, right, hold on.
Fuck off.
So you went. I'm going to play the model train simulator. This
Yep.
is shit. I'm
No,
going
I
to play
really
the real train simulator. What kind of cunt are you?
The kind of cunt who hangs around with you
Oh
as
my
good company.
god!
So,
What
yeah.
the fuck?
So far, the only route that I've played on it is the North Yorkshire one.
Of course you have.
John is literally an ease of the lockdown away from sitting on a pedestrian bridge over a railway taking photos.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not the North Yorkshire one, it's the Transpennine one. So it's actually the trip from Manchester to Leeds via Huddersfield.
Oh, thanks for confirming. I all these games, all
It's
this
a diesel
time,
train,
and
class 45.
I do not understand.
I think he secretly fucking loves trains, and he's just only now showing his true colours.
It's not a secret that I love trains. I like trains. Trains are cool.
I won't disagree with that, but I think you like them slightly more than we do.
That's probably true for most things that I like.
I mean,
like
it's definitely true for me because I don't have any strong feelings towards trains whatsoever.
Trains are cool. I like them. So naturally, I was inclined to playing a train simulator game because there just happened to be one available to me on Game Pass. I probably wouldn't have played it any other reason. Well, because Boomerang didn't get copies of it. Because I had it
So
in
you
my.
checked Boomerang just to make
Yes.
sure that you couldn't get the physical copy of Train
Yes.
Sim.
So I
whatever.
originally put the Train Sim World 2020 into my Boomerang list before launch for it because I just happened to see it while I was scrolling through the many pages of coming soon titles on Xbox. I then got an email from them saying that because there wasn't enough interest, they weren't getting copies of it, and that for me to add something else to my pipeline.
That's because there was only you.
Yes, probably.
Only you. Sorry.
Yeah, now I want to play Far Cry.
Yeah.
So I've just googled the stupidest sim games ever. And
Farming Simulator is on that game.
Here's
by
the
way.
thing, right?
And has co-op.
So far, I know at least 2 of these games John has played.
Uh-oh.
Bee Simulator,
Yeah, played that.
Farming Simulator.
I haven't played that one.
I don't believe that at all.
I've not played any
He's
of the Farming
going
Sim
to, because
games.
isn't it free on PS?
I think it is, yeah.
Oh, he's not got PS anymore, has he?
Oh, Sir, the Insult Simulator. Well, that sounds interesting,
That sounds awesome.
doesn't it?
Better
Clock
than-
Simulator?
No, I've not got that one.
Rock Simulator.
No, Clock
Oh, I
Simulator.
thought you said rock, as in like not
Just
the
be a
rock.
rock.
Just our rock. You are our rock. And it's real-time simulator as well, so it takes you thousands of years to do a road, and you have to play it every day.
Apparently, back in 2010, there was a ship simulator.
Okay.
We have
Say
bus
that
simulator.
fast.
I knew about bus simulator, sadly. Surgeon Simulator, which is I'm pretty sure is on Game Pass.
I've
That'd be cool.
I've played Surgeon Simulator because it's a VR game.
There is a VR game. It's also on Switch as well, I think. Car Mechanic Simulator. Pretty sure
Played
you've
that.
played that. Yeah.
Yep. It was actually kind of fun.
More Farming Simulator. Why is it on? Oh, Oh, so
Farming Simulator is a biannual title.
So we've got Farming Simulator 16, then just Farming Simulator, and then Professional Farmer 2017.
I think that one was the one that got slated because it was
Possibly.
less professional.
Apparently, it got 33 on
I
Metacritic.
don't fucking know.
I've gone down a rabbit hole, lads. I could read loads of these.
Whatever Farming Simulator it is that's on Game Pass is co-op, and I'm tempted to make it one of my choices, just to fuck with you guys.
I mean,
I can deal with it for like a couple of sit-ins, though. This is the thing. I can deal with most Sims for a couple of sit-ins or a sit-in, but I can't. I don't seem to be able to get invested in them anymore. I find them tedious. After you've done that sort of initial fun bit in the first couple of levels, and it starts getting serious, then it just gets really fucking boring.
I've had the same thing with Sims for a while. Like even like Sim City, and the like. You have a bit of fun with them, but then when things start getting serious, I'm like, this ain't fun. This is a database simulator. Fuck off.
Yeah, so the only time I've ever had fun with City Skylines is when I've got the infinite money enabled.
Nice.
Because as soon as you start realizing that what you're doing isn't profitable whatsoever and it's like an absolute nightmare, then you kind of go, well, now I can't fucking build anything. And that's fucking boring. It's like you just want to make a massive city with everything's huge. And you can't do that from the start. But
it's what's been putting me off. As much as I know it's going to be fun, it's what's put me off starting up 2 Point Hospital.
Yeah.
Although
2 Point Hospital does have the advantage because it's mostly mission based.
Yeah.
So you kind of you build yourself a 3-star hospital by doing a couple of missions and then move on to the next hospital, and then you get more stuff. But then you can always keep going backwards and forwards between your hospitals. So if you just got one, you build and move to a new hospital.
Yeah.
And then one of the things is you need to do research and to develop a new type of room or a new mechanic that's in the game. You then hop back to your older hospital, do the research with that one where you've got everything set up and it's profitable and it's constantly bringing in cash. So you don't need to worry about doing the research and making and basically hamstringing yourself on a new hospital where you've kind of got no funding. You just go back and you go to the hospital that actually earns money by doing research.
Yeah,
because I think that was kind of the same with Jurassic Park as well. You could go back to your first island and do stuff there once you'd unlocked it on your second island.
Yeah.
But by the time I got to the second island, I just lost interest. I'd spent so long building fences and trying to get dinosaurs to play nice with each other that I was just like, I can't even be asked to play this any longer to get to the actual cool dinosaur. I mean, the first island, you get one major predator. I can't remember. It's like an Allosaurus or something. It's like a tiny T-Rex. And Triceratops and Ankylosaurus are the most memorable dinosaurs. The rest are just fucking green fodder dinosaurs. And it's just a bit tedious. I just find sim games just super tedious now.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. I'm exactly the same. I know people that have, spend their, countless hours of their free time just, I'm going to go for a drive in this bus. Okay. Why?
I'm going to go for a ride in this toy train.
Yeah. I'm going to go drive a truck from Birmingham to Brighton.
Yeah, isn't there a new snow driving sim coming out soon? Like snow truckers.
I've got no idea.
It's Ice Road Truckers, the video game.
Yeah, it's basically something like that. Snowpiercers or something it's called. I can't remember.
It's like, I don't even find, it was funny for about 15 minutes, like Goat Simulator. Pointless.
I never bothered.
It's worth installing.
It's not even fun for 15 minutes.
I think
5.
I think I got about 15 minutes out of it, and then I was done. I just had nothing. And I actually have a physical copy of it. I think I won a physical copy. I don't know what the fuck I'm ever going to do with it, because it's never going to get played again.
It's on Game Pass at least, Lee, so you can play that.
I'm not even touching it, mate. I've got enough better things to play than that shit.
Train Simulator.
Yeah.
What else you been playing then?
I'll move on to this one to be my final one. I played NBA 2K20. Now, basketball is not my game whatsoever. Like, I couldn't name a single thing or rule in basketball, but it's on Game
don't
Pass.
kick
I
the
bet you
ball.
could.
Don't kick the ball sounds like a solid rule for basketball.
You get 3 points if you're outside the key.
Yeah.
Okay. So I played the NBA 2K20. It's got a career mode where it's like the typical you play before the draft, and it's like you have to improve your stock to make you become a better draft pick.
Original.
Yeah. Idris Elba's in it. He's your coach.
Is he good enough to make the game worth playing, though?
Probably not, because he's also only in it for while you're in high school. Because he's your high school basketball coach.
I wonder how much he got paid for that.
Probably a fair amount, because Rosario Dawson's also in it, and she's just your high school career advisor.
Tidy.
It's like,
That would make it worth playing.
yeah,
I'd just play the high school bit.
Yeah, and be done with
jack
it.
it off.
literally that's like maybe 30 minutes of the game total. Yeah, so I'm with my agent now trying to get myself a better draft pick. So, but at the end of each challenge thing, it comes up with these are the teams that could be interested in you, and you are a late second round draft pick.
Nice. Trying to play an NBA game and you're about to be drafted by like the Milton Keynes Lions. Because that's all you can get.
Well,
is that the legitimate team, is it?
I think they might be the Lions.
I don't know.
I think Leicester's are the Riders.
Of course they are.
So apparently one of the options is that you can be but either go into the NBA or you can try yourself out overseas.
In Milton Keynes. Whoop!
Maybe. But I mean that's kind of the thing is that
Is there
With,
any,
say,
is there any
NBA
other
games.
country that take basketball as seriously as America, though? I think it's only really America, isn't it, basketball?
I think there's another. You know what? I want to say one of the Asian countries takes basketball seriously.
I do not know.
So I know that South Korea are huge on baseball. Like, but baseball's actually their top sport, apparently.
Okay.
Higher than football, stroke soccer.
The Philippines, Australia, and Canada.
Well, we used to have a Milton Keynes Lions. I just checked.
Okay.
They started off in 1977 as the Hemel Hempstead Lakers, the Watford Royals, Milton Keynes Lions until 2012, and they are now the London Lions.
Okay.
Oh,
The Milton
wow.
Keynes have a basketball team anymore.
I don't think so. They play at
So
the
I'm pretty
Copper Box Arena in Hackney.
Okay.
That's where
Yeah,
XO 19 was.
I was going to say that when we were there, it was like it was clearly a basketball
Yeah.
arena.
Anyways.
So that's me done. Brooks, you go.
Okay.
Talking about aliens.
I'm going to talk about aliens. I'm going to talk about aliens in a bit. First, I played some Switch. Obviously, we mentioned it talking about playing with Nikita. I played a fair amount of Mario Party on the Switch,
Okay.
which is
I
actually
never bothered with it.
it's quite fun. Pointless doing it on your own though.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's not a game to play on your own. In reality, it's a game that all three of us in the house should be playing. But here's the kicker: you need to have a Joy-Con to play it.
Ah.
You can't. It's not compatible with the Pro Controller. So technically, we've only got 2 controllers in the house to do it, and 3 of us trying to play. Went to go and buy a set of Joy-Cons for it. £62 fucking pound.
I've never seen them lower than 58 quid.
At daylight fucking robbery, 60 quid for a fucking standard control. Up your ass. Anyway, but it's alright. It's Mario Party, isn't it? It's the same as Mario Party has always been. Run around a fucking board, play a bunch of mini games, and the AI takes control and always beats you because Nintendo AI.
Yeah. Do you move around
I
the board
don't think
individually?
I've
or do you
ever
play
played
like-
it.
Do you move around the board individually? Was that?
Yeah. So are you individual characters moving around the board, or are you just like floating on an island moving around the board?
No, your individual characters moving around the board.
Okay, so it's good that they moved back to that because they
Yeah.
changed it on. I want to say Wii U,
Oh, wait.
or I think
That
for
sounds familiar. I may have played
yeah.
something like that.
because there was a you'd play it was 4 characters and you'd be sitting on like an airship balloon and you moved around the board together
No,
for some reason.
no. So this is
Right.
it's basically a board game. You roll a dice. You roll a dice with your controller and move around the spots. Anything up to 6, you can get allies that give you extra rolls and stuff like that. Get coins, win by getting more stars, and at the end of every round of 4 moves, like each, because it's 4 players still, so at the end of each of the players having a turn, play a little mini game, and it can be anything from we've had picking pancakes off of a plate to finding your way through a maze that you don't know where you're going.
That's what makes it a maze, generally.
Well, but what I mean is you can't see the whole thing from the top. You have to find your way to the middle, and there's a path there. But if you touch the stuff on the sides, it knocks you backwards, and it can be quite frustrating. It's for the most part, it's all right playing with Nikita, assuming she's winning. But
Yeah.
we have had a couple of occasions where I've gone, okay, sweetheart, I'm not going to sit and play with you, but we'll whack it onto your account on the Switch and you can just fucking play the mini games and get some practice. But it's alright, it's a fun party game. Bought a Ring Fit, finally.
Yeah.
Managed to get one that was in stock in Very. So paid retail price for it, which is unusual for me. I don't like paying retail price for anything, but I'd rather pay 70 quid for it than 140 like some people were trying to sell them for.
Oh, I should sell mine.
I had a laugh with it actually. The mini games were fun.
Yeah.
I think the yoga ring accessory thing might be a little bit too much for Nikita still, because she wasn't quite anything she had to kind of put pressure onto. She was struggling a bit, so might need to give that a little while. But
you can change the sensitivity on it.
Yeah,
for each user.
Yeah, it wasn't quite. She's not. Bless her. I love my kid, but she's not a gamer. She's got no patience for it. I don't know where she gets that from.
Oh, she's 6.
But no, it's she tried and she enjoyed it, but some of them were a bit too much for her. But yeah, it's fun. I started the adventure thing, and it's got like a story mode, and spent 10 minutes running on the spot, and I was like, well, this isn't a game. This is what I do outside.
This is hard work.
Running on the spot is boring.
It's painful as well.
Yeah, and shit hurts my fucking calves. So, but it's Ring Fit. I'll play it a bit more, just to kill a bit of time. But I'm glad I got one. Yeah, it's alright.
Well, you can set up your own exercise regime, which is pretty cool. So you can kind of ditch the stuff that's a pile of shit.
Yeah.
That just feels awkward. Mostly for me, that's the yoga stuff, because I just think, well, fucking, if I wanted to do yoga, I'd just watch someone on. I don't need to hold a controller in my hand to just do stretches.
Yeah.
For any length of time. I generally stick to sort of the more aggressive muscle, where you have to sort of bash it as quick as you can, kind of ones,
Yeah, like a
on the Ring Fit. Yeah.
What else did I do on the Switch? I think that's about it. Not much Switch time. Bit of Mario Kart, but again with the kid. And then I played Alien Blackout. So have you guys come across Alien Blackout?
Nope.
Have I even heard of that?
Well, that basically was what I was asking you.
I don't think I've heard of it.
Okay.
This is literally your email was the first mention of Alien Blackout I'd ever heard of.
Alien Blackout is a mobile game.
Oh,
okay.
But it is a semi-sequel to Alien Isolation. It's a £5 game. It went free on iOS and Android the other week for Alien Day. Literally on Alien Day it went free. I was like, oh fuck it, I'll grab that. I thought I'd have a play. Took me an hour and a half to finish, and that was it. But it was quite good. You have to play it with headphones on because a lot of it's sound based. But it's basically a maze game where you have to direct 4 people through levels to, grab fuel rods and turn computers on and shit, and then find a way to an exit. But then while you're doing that, there's a xenomorph chasing you around, trying to kill either them. So there's the 4 people, 3 of them you don't care about. One of them, just because it's alien, one of them is called Yutani, which is one of the characters from the whole overarching lore. And you still play as Amanda Ripley from Alien Isolation, and you're hiding out in a vent where you've managed to hack into a control thing, and you have control over cameras and motion sensors and doors in this maze thing, but you can only use a certain amount of them at the same time, otherwise you run out of power. So it's almost like a resource game where you need that door closed, probably because you've caught an alien in there and you're leaving him in there, so keeping the door closed kind of locks him away. I did cheese a couple of levels like that, but you need your motion sensors running so you can know if the alien's coming near you. But also you need the power to be able to close vents where you're sitting, because if you hear the alien in the vents, it's quite easy to look up and him be right in front of you chomping on your face.
Yeah.
So this is why you need the headphones, because the sound engineering in it actually is done really well. Even though it's a mobile game, you do it with your headphones on and you can hear the alien coming down the vent, and you know to kind of look up and look at the right vent and quickly close it before the alien gets to you. It's a maze game. There's nothing big or special about it, but it's kind of cool. A little bit extra story on top of Alien Isolation. Like I say, it took me an hour and a half. I think I've seen people finish it in 40 minutes. It's a little bit tense. I only fucked up a couple of times, but I do think I got to the end. You can get, from what I read, you can beat the game as long as you've got at least one person to fly the ship out from the station you're stuck in at the end of the game. So you can lose up to 3 of your survivors, like Until Dawn style.
Yeah.
But I
wish there was more games like that, sort of the £5 to £10 sort of bracket mobile games, because I don't think there's enough of them. Most of the mobile games that you see now, those gacha games, are just fucking swamped with microtransactions.
Yeah, see, this is what I was really impressed with. This one isn't. There's no microtransactions at all. There's nothing to buy.
Yeah,
it's a story.
I like that about like Tomb Raider Go and stuff like that. And,
but it's a story that you finish. You've got seven levels, I think. You've got 8 minutes to finish each level, and you have set resources. There's nothing to buy, because if you buy more power, you just cheese your way through the game. So it's actually, I would honestly buy it for $5, but I got it for free, which is even better.
Yeah, well, I've not played Isolation for reasons that I don't fancy a cardiac arrest in my 30s.
Isolation is super scary.
So
I really liked Isolation. I want to play it again, because I played it on the PS3, I think. I'd like to play it again, but I ain't got time. And I kind of need it. I would quite happily say, I'm just going to play this on Alien Day and stream the entire thing from start to finish. But I'd shit myself over and over and over again. It's super tense. I really liked it.
I still can't do it, even though I'm a fully grown adult. I still can't do it. I think so. The trailer for The Last of Us 2 came out today.
Yeah.
And I don't know if John's seen it, but I know you've not seen it.
No.
And I think it looks amazing, but it reminded me of how tense and nervous the first game made me feel.
Yeah.
And I don't do well in those situations. I don't like to feel. I don't know. Maybe I just need to grow a pair.
But I think that's supposed to be the point, though, isn't it? So,
of course,
the point is it's supposed to make you anxious. You're supposed to be living in a world that can quite easily chew you up and spit you out without even thinking about it. And I think if a game can make you feel like that, I think it's done a really good job. And The Last of Us, I think, did a fantastic job of it.
It did a brilliant job. I just never walked away from it feeling comfortable.
No.
You know, I was always harrowed.
There was always
for the most part.
There was always that point when you turned it off for the night, or you needed to pause it and just go get a cup of coffee or something. You just needed to get up and get away from it for a couple of minutes just to breathe, because it always felt really fucking, it was just on you all the time.
Yeah, well, it looks like they've dialed that up past the red line to 11 by the looks of it. So it looks pretty fucking dark.
See, that, for me, that's one of those games I will buy, and I'm buying it day one. I've got my pre-order in for it already, but I'm not going to touch it until I've got 8 hours to sink into starting it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to just play it for an hour and turn it off.
I don't think you can.
No.
Sounds like you need to book a holiday for it.
Well, I do, but I also need, the kid not to be around. Because, as much as I show my kid a lot of stuff, I don't know what's coming. I can't show her what's coming. I can't show her The Last of Us.
Book a holiday and a hotel room.
Well, yeah. Might have to.
That's the fucking dream. Just dump your wife and kid in the hotel room.
Yeah.
Just popping back out, love.
Yeah. But yeah, it's I'm really looking forward to The Last of Us 2, but I do know it's going to be nerve shredding.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to it, but at the same time, I do know that I'm going to be shitting a lot.
Well, I bought the remake on PS4. I played it on the PS3. And I bought the remake on the PS4. It's still in its cellophane, and I bought it on release day.
Yeah.
So I need to play that again, really, before I move on to the second one.
See, this is the kind of thing that you get a lot of horror people talking about when they see a film that really badly affects them, and they're like, "It's such a great film, but I don't want to watch it again." I can't put myself through it again. And I've seen so many films like that don't affect me like that, but like my favourite horror film of all time, my wife won't watch ever again because it's just so deeply badly affecting.
Yeah, Critters is a shit movie, mate. I don't know why it's your favourite.
Critters is great. Fuck off.
Critters is funny.
And my final game, real quick, was I finished Quantum Break.
Whoop, whoop.
Which I literally only played because I played and loved Control, and I wanted to play the other Remedy game that I hadn't played yet.
Yeah.
And really enjoyed it, and it's got a lot in common with Control as well.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I think they took a lot of what made Quantum Break great and stuck that in Control.
Oh, absolutely. It's got the same aesthetic. It's everything. So the thing in Control where the room kind of rebuilds itself when you grab a control point.
Yeah.
That all looks like Quantum Break when like the time thing stops.
Yeah, the dilation stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I was impressed with Quantum Break. I mean, I wouldn't mind playing it again, but it is a big ass download now.
It's 120 gig when you include the video files for the TV episodes.
Wow.
It's a mental game. I suppose for those that don't know what it is, I only briefly spoke about it when I started it, and that was a couple of months ago. So it's a game where you play as a guy who accidentally finds himself with time-shifting powers when the time machine that his mate and his brother built doesn't go quite according to plan. And you kind of have to you spend 8 to 10 hours kind of unpicking story, and in very typical fashion now, as I've discovered, having played Alan Wake and having played Control, this story gets a little bit fucking twisty and turny. It is a game that you can fly through quite easily and not catch any of the story. It's a very simple game to just shoot and move on. But if you take the time to read all of the entries in that and all the info that you pick up, there's a lot of story there and a lot of stuff to take in. and the story does get very, even right up until the end, you're sitting there going, am I the good guy? Am I the bad guy? Is he the good guy? Is he the bad guy? Who's going to
Yeah.
die?
It made it kind of ambiguous, didn't it, for quite some time?
They really did. It annoys me that I don't know her name, and I'm not going to fucking look it up now. But the woman that plays Jessie in Control is quite a big character in Quantum Break as well, and she's quite cool. And I did spend the first couple of hours she was on screen going, "Is that the bird from Control?" And I went and IMDb'd her. Yes, it is. And she's quite cool. I would happily see her do more. Control, on the in that conversation, is the only game that I finished recently that's still sitting on my shelf because I know there's DLC coming that I'm desperate to play.
Yeah.
So
yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to that. To be honest,
that's going to be great. But yeah,
it's gone down really well on the PlayStation reviews.
Yeah, I haven't seen a bad review for it yet, so I'm looking forward to finally getting it on the Xbox. It is. Quantum Break was really fun. Story was great. Kept me engaged. Nice twisty turny, like Control, very Fringe or X-Files like. Lots of strange little goings on. I stuck it onto easy and played through just because frankly, the final boss frustrated the piss out of me.
The combat wasn't worthy of anything more difficult than that.
No, so the combat...
It didn't feel rewarding for doing it on a higher difficulty.
No. So I played most of it on normal and then dropped it at the end. But it's rinse and repeat combat, really. It's especially towards the end of the game. It's dodge to the side so time slows down and everyone loses track of you. Shoot everybody because it's in slow-mo, move on. You do still feel kind of a badass for doing it, but it's not particularly rewarding, like you say. And yeah, the final battle is just a lot of squidgy grunts that you got to take out, and 2 or 3 waves of that, and a boss that's got a bit of a shit, massive AOE attack that just kicked my ass for quite a while. But that side, really, really enjoyed it, and if you haven't played it, would recommend it because it's on Game Pass. So.
It's on my installed games, so it will probably be played at some point as I go through the library of games that I haven't played yet.
Well, when you're done with...
There's also a train simulator within Quantum Break, John, so you should definitely play it. It's right up your street.
There is. It's super cool, actually.
Okay, fine. I will play it for the trains.
I don't know if because you said when we were talking about it the other day, you don't remember too much about it, but I don't know if did you find some of the platforming quite frustrating in it?
Yeah, but I find that quite often on a lot of those games. It's not that it's frustrating; it's just that they've made it work elsewhere.
Yeah,
and then they've built another bit where their initial plan for platforming doesn't quite work and it doesn't fit quite right. It was kind of annoying.
There were a couple of bits where the platforming needed to be quite precise, but my character wouldn't be as precise as I needed to be, and I kept falling off of shit.
Yeah, standard.
Not a deal breaker though, by any stretch of the imagination. Still enjoyed it. Just a couple of frustrating bits.
Well, see, those sort of hiccups and issues, we generally as gamers we brush them aside now because we're so used to seeing them that they're not deal breakers for us anymore. I
think if I'd have played that and then Control, I would have kind of gone, oh yeah, look at that. They fixed their shitty platforming, mainly by giving me the ability to fly.
Yeah.
But obviously going from Control to Quantum Break, you can see it's an ever so slight downgrade, and it's nothing against Remedy for what they've done. Obviously, they've made Quantum Break and they've learned from mistakes learned or lessons learned and moved on to make Control, which is a smoother experience for the most part. But like we said, not a deal breaker. Fucking great game, fucking great story, and I want to go back and play Alan Wake again now. To be honest, it's been quite a while. I may have to revisit Alan Wake. I don't think I ever finished the.
Alan Wake had the biggest following of the 3.
Yeah.
But I think Alan Wake's the weakest of the 3.
The thing that Alan Wake had going for me was it's basically Stephen King, the video game.
Yeah.
Which which lends itself to my inner kid. I have a lot of time for Stephen King in any form. So to basically,
I think it just for me, it was closer to a sort of thriller / horror game.
yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Than Quantum Break and Control, and obviously I prefer my action style games. So I think that's probably why I think it's the weakest of the three. But
I mean, as games go, I usually prefer my games in the action thriller kind of sense. So Quantum Break and Control over Alan Wake. I love horror and I love horror games, but sometimes with horror games, if you're not in the mood for them, you might never be in the mood to play it once you put it down.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't play that many. I do, I play a few, and don't know if you guys saw the trailer for Little Hope.
I've seen that there was a trailer, but I wouldn't even watch a trailer of that shit, mate.
It looks great. I'm very excited for that. Planning another. To be honest, I'm going to have to buy it, but I'm planning another replay of Man of Medan at some point soon with my mate, so that I'm quite looking forward to.
Cool.
But yeah, that's my games, I think.
Excellent. I'm glad you've enjoyed the games you've played.
It's, yeah. Like I said, I've gotten a little bit extra gaming time recently, so, I managed to squeeze out a little bit, and yeah, when I got super frustrated and turned Doom off and went, yeah, I can fucking wait.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, that Doom. I finished Doom completely.
Nice.
1000G on that.
Good man.
Thank you for you both to help. I had to boost 2 achievements because I really couldn't be asked to play multiplayer for any longer.
Yeah.
But it didn't take us. It took us about half hour, didn't it, to boost both of those?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
well, you were most of the way there just by playing it with us from when we were playing
true.
it, so didn't really require much. I mean, you probably could have done it in 2 sittings with just playing with us in general.
Yeah.
Probably. Although,
apart from the healing one,
there was
the
a
healing
lot
one
of
probably
death.
took a bit.
Yeah.
There was a lot of death.
Yeah.
It probably would have took quite a fair few sittings online and with you guys to get it to work properly, and I just weren't willing to put that time into multiplayer.
No, absolutely not.
Not a multiplayer that you're not invested in
No.
to play.
But I was literally 3 achievements away from finishing Doom, and I just thought, I'm so close to doing it. I've been through the game twice already. I'm going through it again for a 3rd time. I really loved it. I enjoyed it, and now I want to just polish it off as well. Just going to say I've done that too.
Yeah.
Just need to wait for that DLC to lift up the number of gamer score.
I ain't bothered about it once I've left it, mate. If I go back and play the DLC, that's fine, but yeah, it doesn't bother me too much.
Cool.
Like I say, I only bother with achievements nowadays where, like in Doom's case and Final Fantasy's case, where I thoroughly enjoyed the game and I want to play it more.
And you're most of the way there anyway.
Well, no, not even necessarily most of the way there. If I really, really just want to keep playing it, then that's my excuse to keep playing the game. Kind of excuse it to myself as that's the reason why I'm playing the story mode again through for the 3rd time in 6 days.
Yeah.
Well, that was my reason for 100%ing After Party. So I just kept wanting to play it.
I enjoyed After Party.
Thought it was bland, if I'm absolutely honest. I just thought it was a bit boring for me.
That's a shame. I really quite liked it.
It was funny. It was amusing and kind of funny, but it didn't click. I needed more swords.
Fair enough.
Awesome. Right. So I'm guessing that means we're done.
Pretty much. I've got a couple of shout outs though, if that's all right, before we wrap up. So Ian BitDead77 on Twitter, he shouts us out every week in his Follow Friday, and I just wanted to give him a hi and a thanks, and it's super cool that he does that when he absolutely doesn't have to. He listens to us as well and always gives us a tweet and says, how much he's enjoyed the episode. So, hi, Ian. And obviously the same to the Last Save Loaded guys, to Colin and Justin and that, who do the same. Colin listens every other week. And he's always messaging me. It was him that messaged me and told me to get Animal Crossing. No. And lastly,
come to my island.
And lastly, actually, to my mate Paddy, who has just started a Let's Play survival horror YouTube channel. I think the lockdown might be getting to him a little bit.
It seems that way.
But he's a horror filmmaker. He's made a couple of horror films. Cool dude. But he started doing like horror game news and horror game Let's Plays. I think it's called Let's Survive Paddy Plays. If anybody wants to go and give it a follow, it's a fun little channel. Paddy's a cool dude. He's doing a Layers of Fear walkthrough at the moment, which is hilarious, watching him shit himself as he goes through. But he's a massive Resi 3 or Resi 2 and Resi 3 fan, so he's been gushing over them for a bit. Yeah, just go give him a follow and give him a watch, because he's got some cool stuff up. And what else are you going to do? You're in lockdown.
Yep.
You're not wrong. Right, so as that leaves us with nothing else doing, I guess you can say go and see Brooker in the location of...
What?
Where are you, Brooks? Where can people find you?
I'm in my living room, mate. You can see it on the
Excellent.
camera.
Yes, that is your living room, you're right.
I am on Twitter at Brooker411, which is where I do all my ranting and raving, and I also now have a horror-ish podcast with my mate Emma. You can come find us at My Old Threat Pod. Come and give us a listen, because it's fun, and I think it's quite funny. We riff off each other quite well, and it's a good laugh, so come and give us a listen. That's me.
Okay, cool. And
You don't
apart
have
from
to.
your fucking attic, where are you, Lee?
I'll be here in a fortnight again.
Yeah. Having played Moving Out and Worms.
We'll have played a game or two. But outside of here, it's Pyro Leverage. Anywhere you want to find me.
And I am on Twitter as the John_CU and on Xbox Live as Long Dong Silver. If you don't care about us as individuals, you can always listen to the Character Unlock podcast from your favourite podcast available channel, plus our Twitter feed and Facebook, which Brooker updates semi-regularly.
I do the Twitter quite a bit. Facebook, not Facebook generally when there's a new episode. But I generally don't use Facebook that much anyway.
No.
Apart from
Neither do I.
at the moment when I'm doing my fucking 30-day film challenge, which thank Christ is over tomorrow.
Fantastic.
But yeah.
Right, that leaves us as all done and dusted and ready to ship off to the next episode. So,
I'd just like to just one final thing for both of us. I'd just like to congratulate John on managing to make a 2-hour phone call today without falling asleep.
How do you know I didn't fall asleep?
He's been yawning a fair few times. I thought he's fucking going, and then he never did, and he was there still. So congratulations, John.
I don't think I yawned any more than I normally do.
This is true. The difference is now we can see it.
Yes.
But yeah,
Right.
2.25 hours we've been on this call, and I really need to get off because I'm dying for a piss. I've downed a litre of coffee and 2 litres of water in the time we've been sat here. I can feel it coming out my ears.
That's another one of my specialties, is just disappearing off for a piss mid-episode.
But
Yes. Mine too.
Right, everyone, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.